All right. Welcome to this live session with your host, Dre Day FX. So we're doing live sessions every weekdays from Monday to Friday by using my own indicator, EMX AI. So we had just finished the new version of EMX AI, version 4. Previously, you were on my previous lives, you had access to the version 3. So there's a big difference on that. And for the last week or so, I didn't do live because I had a setback regarding my my eye. So I took the time off to recover. I'm still recovering right now, but I'm able to go back and do live here. So that's what we're going to do starting this week. So sometime there will be some days I'm not going to do some live because I will have some appointments to go. In regards to my eye condition, but most of the time I will be live on YouTube. So hopefully you're gonna love those type of session. So hi Leon, I received your message here. So that's perfect that you're able to set up everything the way that I explain you, and hopefully you're gonna see some good results here overall. Like I said, so I'm just gonna explain everything to everyone before we start. It's already 9:36. Right now, we didn't have any indication here on the indices. So I'm just going to explain you my chart. So before I had the Renko at the bottom for the indices, but now since it's already integrated with the indicator, we're able to look at more markets. Okay, so the markets I'm adding here on the live session will be Euro USD, GBP USD, and Euro GBP. So the reason why I'm adding those three is because those three are correlating to each other, meaning that if EU and GU are bullish, most of the time EU GBP is bearish, and same thing for the opposite. If EU and GU is bearish, Euro GBP would be bullish. Okay, so write this down. So EU GU are most of the time moving the same direction, and the correlating pair is Euro GBP, that is going at the opposite direction of the EU and GU. Okay, so that's perfect. So we did had a signal here. So right now I'm just going to explain you the signal that came in. So we had a sell here on NASDAQ. So I'm just going to explain you the signals here first. Okay, so right now we had a signal for a sell. Right now it was bullish. If you look at the colors here, that was green. Now it's switched to red. Okay, so this is the Renko zones. So when it goes red, you're gonna receive a signal saying that the trend is changing. Right now, I put it as closed trade because eventually on my end, I know exactly that if I need to close my trade that were in the bullish sentiment, because if you go back on the indicator, I think we had a buy. So basically, if we had any buy set up here from here, I'm just gonna zoom in. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna fully do a full screen. Right now, I'm able to see more. So that's where I'm gonna explain you exactly in details. So let's say we had right now we had a bull. It was bullish from here till here, right? So if let's say we had a signal for buy, you would have kept your buy position until the price change color. Okay, it changed from green to red, right? So right now we had a sell signal because the market is going bearish right now, and we receive a signal, this signal here, stating that any buy signal from here to here needs to be closed. So that's why I had it as closed trade. So this message is the Renko message. So you could put the message that you want. You could put trend changing, or trend color changing, whatever message that makes sense for you. Me, I put it as uh, close trade, because I know that if I have any trade that was open before this change, I have to close it. Okay, so now we have a sell on NASDAQ, and basically my stop loss is the top of the Renko, the previous Renko. Okay, so the stop loss, I always put a horizontal line, so that way I'm able to put the actual price on my broker, regardless of the broker that you're using. So you have a range here, more or less. This is the price of your stop loss. Okay, so 15526.5, that'll be your stop loss. You should be in the trade right now. You have you have the price of the entry, and basically the stop loss here is right here. Okay, so let me open my own broker. Bear with me. I'm just gonna open it. We had another signal. I'm just gonna check it out. So we have Euro GBP as a sell. So let me minimize that, and let's look at the Euro GBP. So we're gonna go back and forth on multiple instruments here, so that way you're gonna understand more. So Euro GBP. So right now it's giving you a sell signal here. Okay. So as long right now we're still, if we look at when the trend change, it's gonna go back, go back, go back. Or what you could do, you could do a search. You put Euro GBP. Oh, is it writing something? And this out. So Euro GBP. Okay, so that's Euro GBP. So I'm just gonna go back. So I had a sell signal here. All right. So Euro GBP, if you look at it, the trend change at it was at midnight. No, it was at 12:20 p.m. On let's see here, created the last trigger on the 13th. If we basically look at the chart, it's better to look at the chart. So at 8 o'clock on Sunday, so 8 o'clock on Sunday, the trend changed from a bullish sentiment to a bearish sentiment. So we had a signal here for a sell. So same principle. And the forex pairs that I'm showing you, it's only for educational purposes. So it's only to show you exactly how it works on forex. It works on anything, and you just have to follow all the steps here. Okay. So let's look at the. We're gonna go back on Nasdaq, and we'll wait until we have a signal on the indices. If we have US 30 or SSP 500. Perfect. So hopefully you have understood everything. So first, you're gonna receive the signal. Okay, for a sell, make sure that if you receive a sell signal, that means that the Renko are going bearish. Okay, automatically. So you don't have to hesitate, because the signal will follow the Renko. Okay, so if you have a buy here, that means that the Renko is bullish. If you have a sell here, that means that the Renko are bearish. Okay, so that's why right now we had a sell, because the Renko switched from buy sentiment to a sell sentiment, and that's why we receive a notification, as you saw right here, as you receive the notification stating that the Renko bar are switching from a buy sentiment to a sell sentiment. That's why I put it as closed trade, because I'm closing the buy trades that were previously open. So I have to close the trades and then take my position. That's why you receive the notification first. It says close trade and then give you a sell. Okay. So basically at the same time. You saw that? You see the time, you receive the notification at the same time. So close a trade and then take a sell. Okay. And your stop loss is always the previous Renko top. Okay. Or the previous, it's really the previous Renko top. So if it's a sell, it's gonna be at the top of a buy Renko zone. Okay. And if it's a buy, it's gonna be at the bottom of the Renko buy zone, sell zone, sorry. Okay, so that'll be at the bottom here. Okay, so let's say you have a buy here, you have a buy signal here, or you're taking a buy. Your stop loss should be placed here. Okay, and another thing that I didn't mention is that let's say you want to trail your trade and you want to make sure that you're going to secure some profit. The way that you use it, let's say your trade is, you took the trade here, your trade is currently right here. You switch, you just drag your line that you have as a stop loss and you put it on at the next start of the next Renko. Okay, so right here, then the price is I'm just gonna put a vertical line so that way you're gonna see exactly what I'm saying. So let's say the price is right here. Your Renko, your stop loss will be trailing on the previous Renko. Okay. Then if it switched to another Renko, you're gonna see it on your screen. You put your trailing stop loss right here. Okay. Then it goes up. On this one, on this Renko, you switch your stop loss right here. Now it goes on the other Renko, same thing. You drag your stop loss right here. Okay, so that means that your trade is still in profit and you're securing profit. Okay, so that means that you had 1, 2, 3 Renko zones that you are in profit, and you just have to close. Same thing. You change your prices right here. You drag your trailing stop right here. Now the price is right here in this zone. And you put your trailing stop right here. And now, let's say right now we had the switch from a buy to a sell. When I received that notification saying that you close trade, that means that if I'm in that trade that I explained you at the beginning, I'm gonna close out my trade right here. Okay, I'm not gonna wait until it's gonna touch my stop loss, because I'm gonna be missing this zone here. Okay, so I'm closing out, and automatically I had a sell signal, so that means I'm going the other way, and I take my position if I want to, and it makes sense with my trading plan, and I just follow along the Renko bar. Okay, and you put your stop loss right here, like I said, at the top of the previous Renko, and you wait it out until the next Renko is created. So we have Euro GBP as buy and then close. So let's look at Euro GBP. So Euro GBP. So that means that right now it's switched from sell to buy. Okay. So before we had a buy. Let me go here. So we had a sell on Euro GBP. Then it says close trade. So that means that we have to close that sell that was created, and then it switched to buy. Okay. So that means that we're looking bullish. So any signal that will be coming in would be a buy signal. Okay. All right, perfect. No problem, Leon. So I'm glad that you like the update. So let's look at the US 30 trade that came in. So US 30, let's look at it's SSP 500. Sorry about that, guys. Same principle here. We had a switch in the Renko bar. So we were in the buy. So that's exactly what I was explaining you guys. So on Friday, we had the two buys. Okay. So we had one at 10:45 Eastern Standard Time, and then another one at, what is it? Let me check. It was at 10:45. So 10:45, and then another one at 11. So you had two buys. So if you had took those two buys, you would have been still in the trade until now. Okay, because we just received the notification that we have to close those trades that were created on Friday. So you'll be still in profit. So big profit here since Friday. And then now we're looking for sell, and we just received a notification for to have it close. Okay. So US 30 signal close trade. So that means that we should be out of those buys that were in since Friday. Okay. Unfortunately, on last week I wasn't on, so would have taken those trades without any stress because of the way that it's filtering out the trades. So sometime you're not gonna win all of them. Like for example, here you had a buy, but then it switched, right? So, but the thing is that with the Renko notification, you know exactly you're gonna be. If you lose, you're gonna lose. You lose really minimal on your position, but when you win a lot. So that means that you would have like two position here on a buy, and then you would be in way profit here overall. Okay, so right now, so far we have a buy signal on Euro GBP, sell signal on the Nasdaq, and we received notification for the trends change for US 500 or SSB 500, whatever we want to call it. Okay. And what's really good with the EMX AI is that if you want to only trade your own setup, you're able to use the Renko feature only. Okay, meaning that I'm just gonna put it back up. Meaning that if you don't want to receive those buy or sell signals, and you only want to trade the Renko based off of the trend of the Renko, you're able to do so with some modification in the background settings. Okay, so meaning that the sell and buy will not show, but the switch alert will show. Okay, so you're going to create a signal, but you could close out the Renko, the buy and sells, and only trade off of the Renko. So let's say you're trading any type of technical analysis type of trading, and you want to know exactly which trend the trade is going. You just remove the signals and just trade off of the Renko. Okay, so Euro GBP close trade meaning that we're switching from buy to sell. Okay, so I'm just showing you guys how everything works, so that way you're gonna see that these message you're gonna receive are aligning with everything. Okay. So we're still buying here. And don't make sure that you look at your chart before closing any trade, because right now we receive another signal for close trade. But if you were in that Euro GBP buy, you should be still in the buy because it's still going up, right? Because the trend is still buy. Because on my end it says close trade because I changed the message, so I can understand on my end how the way that I think. But make sure that you put trend change on the message instead of close trade, because close trade is something that I use here for eventually automation. So I'm just waiting for that to be fully completed. So that way, any trade, it will close the trade based off of the Renko switch. Okay. So disregard the close trade message. It's only if you see those message, the message here on the live, that means that the trend is changing from the previous trend to the new trend. So right now the previous trend was sell to the new trend. If you receive the message, meaning that it's going from sell, bearish to bullish. Okay. Make sure if you have any questions, guys, to put it in the chat. Or any feedback of what you're seeing, and this indicator here. This is the first indicator that does that. Okay, so you're able to see the Renko and the chart, the candlestick charts at the same time. It has never been done. Okay. So if you want to have access to it, make sure to send me an email at dredayfxmanagement@gmail.com, dredayfxmanagement@gmail.com. So only a select few will have access to it, because I'm not gonna provide access to tens and thousands of people. It's going to be only a select few that wants to use the indicator to help out with their trade. So that's what we're looking for. So GBP/USD buy. So let's look at GBP/USD for a buy. So let's open it up. Perfect. So I'm just gonna, oh, there you go. Perfect. So we have a buy here. So the switch was the switch from the trend was done at 2:15 in the morning, my time. So we received, since then we received two buys, one at zoom in. So Euro GBP sell. So we had three buys, okay? One at 8:15, 8:30, and then at 10, okay? So GU buy. So I'll take that buy here on my end. So GU. So GU buy. So GU buy. So that means that the trend is going up. So US 30, we have a buy here on US 30. So same thing for US 30. Let's open it up. So we're still looking for bullish here. So US 30 bullish. Same thing, stop loss is here. So as long as the Renko bars are still showing you the trend going up and you receive a signal for a buy, you take the buy. Stop loss is the top of the previous Renko. So that will be here. So we'll just wait it out. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes and continue the session. All right, so I'm back. So let's look at the last notification. So we had the Euro USD as a sell. Right here. Let's see. That's Euro USD. Let me double check the settings just to make sure. The Euro USD sell signal trigger at 10 speed. So right now we should still be in a bullish. Let's look at the signal. Did it switch from sell to buy? 10:45. No, we should still be in a buy here. So as long as you're seeing the signal right here, the Renko bar going bullish, we should still be in a bullish sentiment here. Okay. I'll check it out after just to see. Maybe there was a mishap on the coding because it should be buy. But regardless, if you're looking for buy, if the Renko is going long, we're looking for long position only. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 10, 16, um, Okay, Leon, let's see here. Please clarify where to put stop loss on buy signal on US 30. Should I put it below previous Renko bar? Okay, let's look at it. Let me go back. So, okay, so we're buying Euro GBP. So let's look at US 30. Yeah, if you're buying US 30, basically the Renko is this one, right? So you put it here. You put it at this price for US 30. This is the range of your stop loss. Okay. So this is the line. So when, let's say, there's another Renko opening, let's say it's going on the, I'm just giving you an example here. Okay, so let's say it's the market is currently here. Okay, so when you put your stop loss, just gonna put that here and I'll put a vertical line. So let's say we had a buy here. Okay, so the buy was within this Renko bar. Your stop loss is here. Okay, so this horizontal line is your stop loss based off of that entry. So when the price goes from this Renko to this one, the second one, you're gonna move your stop loss here. And when it goes from here to here, now the price is right here, you move your stop loss here. So that way you're gonna secure more and more profit until, like right now, you would have been still in the trade. You move from here to here, from this zone to this zone. Automatically, you switch your stop loss to here. And then when you receive a signal for the switch, you close your trade. Does that make sense? So we said the level 34124. I think it was the actual range 34124. Yeah, exactly. So 34124. 34124 would be your stop loss zone. So that's why you have to, regarding of your lot size, you have to put a lower lot size. Okay, and you should be putting a lower lot size because you're not gonna hit for the fences and get a high lot size. And depending exactly on the zone of the Renko, maybe the zone is bigger than expected, but most of the time it won't go to that zone because let's say you were on that sell here, it sold here and it went back up here. It's not gonna never you're never gonna be touching your stop loss ever because you're gonna be getting out of the trade way before it's gonna hit your stop loss. So you're gonna manually take your position off before it's gonna reverse on you. Okay. And the only time, let's say, it's gonna hit your stop loss will be if you're at the high of the move or at the lowest time of the move. It's gonna give you an example. So US 30, we have another buy signal here. US 30 still looking bullish. Let me show you exactly what I'm saying. If there's an example, let's see. Okay, like here, right now you had a buy. So let's say you had a buy here. You stop. No, not even this one. You wouldn't touch your stop loss at all because you would be out of the trade before. So let's say you were in that trade here. Let's say you were in that trade here, okay? Your stop loss would be automatically here, right? You would have to put your stop loss right here on the previous Renko. But it switched from buy to sell right here, right? Right here, it switched. So that means that you will be out of the trade before it ever touch your stop loss. So by using the Renko, it's gonna help you out on the risk management and on securing your account. So to avoid taking bigger loss, because from here to here, that's a lot of price movement, especially on US 30. That's a lot of movement. So instead of getting your stop loss hit, you're gonna be receiving the notification that the trend change. It's going to from buy to sell. That's automatically your signal to get out of your trade if you took that trade here, okay, or here. Perfect. So let's remove the drawing here and let's look at current market conditions. Perfect. Just going to look at the settings here just to make sure that everything is kosher. Okay. Kosher. Okay. So if you're on that NASDAQ, like I said, your stop loss is right here. But if it switch from sell to buy, usually it's gonna switch at around that price. Because you're gonna know exactly at which price it's gonna switch on you. So you could put like let's say a notification. The next time it should switch, if if ever it switch, would be around that price, because that will be the next time that the Renko will be created. So let's I'm just gonna open this so I could explain you exactly what I'm saying. So because let me remove this. I'm going to remove this. Perfect. Because the Renko, basically the Renko will show you tell you exactly in advance the range of where price should go. Okay, meaning that if the Renko is from here to here, and you took the sell here, that means that the top of the Renko is right here, the bottom of the Renko is at that price. So meaning that the next time the Renko will be created, let's say on the upside, the start price would be around this price. Okay? If it's going up, or if it's going down, the next price would start here. Okay? Because if you go back on the previous Renkos, the Renko before this one was this one, right? So let's assume that we never saw that move. Okay, we're just gonna remove, drop down here to explain you everything. Okay, so let's start at the bottom here. Okay, so at the bottom, so that was the last downtrend Renko. Okay, so as you could see, the price range from here to here always, and then when it stopped ranging, it went from here to here, right? So if we plot our line, from here to here, isn't it the same range as this one? Right. So you know that if it's going up, the next range will be, if we look at on the left side, the last time the Renko were bearish, the range went from here to here, right? So I'm talking about this Renko, this one. So if you look on your right, it is exactly the same range of Renko. Meaning that if you're looking at on the left side, you're going to know exactly what's going to happen on the right side if it's going up. So the next time that it went up, it went from here to here. And that's exactly the range from here to here. So that means that if we're looking at the current price, we have a sell, a bullish, a bearish Renko from here to here. That's exactly the same range as this one. So we're expecting to have this the next Renko to be from here to here on the downside, or from here to here if it's gonna reverse. So that's why you have to put your stop loss here, And when the next Renko is bearish, your stop loss will be the next Renko. Okay, in regards to bias, the oh sorry, in regards to bias, the bias usually for US 30, S&P 500, and Nasdaq, it should correlate the three. The three should correlate, so that means that they should go on the same in the same direction. So let's look at the US 30. So right now we're looking at US 30. Let's do at S&P 500. If you remember, the US 30, it was doing mostly the same thing, right? It was going down and then range, basically does the consolidation range, and then went up, right? And let's look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq, same thing. Went down, consolidated, went back up. So the three of them, basically US 30, S&P 500, and Nasdaq 100, are basically mirroring each other more or less at the same time. Sometimes you're going to have Nasdaq going bearish before US 30 and S&P 500, and sometimes US 30 will do the move before Nasdaq, and so on and so forth. So if you backtest everything, if you go in the higher time frame, you're going to see that the Nasdaq, US 30, and S&P 500 are moving the same. So if we look, we were bullish for since, I would say, here since the 28th of October. So if I minimize that and I open S&P 500, so 28th of October, 20th of October, right here, you see, it was the same bottom here on US S&P 500 and US 30. Let's go on the 28th. Yeah, more or less right here. So you see, US 30 was giving you a bullish move on the, let's see here, 28. You see, 27, 28. That was the bottom of US 30. So the move are basically at the same time, more or less at the same time. Let's open US S&P 500. You see, the bottom was on the 29th, it reversed and went up. So NASDAQ still sell. We have a sell signal. And you have US 30 as a buy. So S&P 500, nothing so far. Let's look at NASDAQ. Okay, so like I said, for your stop loss, if you're on that sell, the stop loss is this line for NASDAQ. And this is the price of interest. Okay, so the next time the price, the next Renko will be created, it could be created at that price. Okay. Or it will be created at that price, on this price here, continuing bearish. So if it's bearish, there'll be the next price. It would hit. If it's bullish, this is the next price it would hit. Right now it's hitting that price, but I have to wait until I get the signal stating that yes, the price is reversing for bullish. So right now we have S&P 500 for a buy and GU for a buy. And usually GU is moving the same way as the SSPs, but you have to double check. Let's look at S&P 500. So it's still bullish here. We're still in the bullish range, and we had a buy here, okay? So the next point of interest is where you put your stop loss. So if it's reversing at that price, basically will hit your stop loss. But if it goes up, let's look at let's see here, Euro GBP buy. We'll look at it after. And GU. So if you want to, let's say you want to calculate the range of where the price will go, let's go back in time and see where, if there were any Renkos at that price. Yes, there was. So let's zoom in. So as you can see, it touched exactly. So around the, let's see here, the 20th of September, the price was for S&P 500 was in that range. Okay. So the next range we're looking at would be here. Okay. And here. and here. So you can always already plot your zone. Oops. Put it back here. Perfect. You always want to go back in time and see exactly where the price was if it went in that range, and you go back on your the current market conditions, and you know exactly where the next Renko will go. Okay, so that means that, let's say we have a buy, we had a buy signal here. So the next time there will be a Renko will be around from here to here in the upside. Okay, so that was the last range. So if it can continue up, it's gonna go within those range. Whoops, I removed that, but anyways, it's gonna be around this. Okay, so if it's going on the upside, this is the price, the future price that the SSP 500 should go. Okay, same thing if it's going in the opposite side. If it's going bearish, you know exactly the ranges it should go. So bearish, this is the previous Renko. So bearish will be around this range. So that'll be the next range. Okay, right here. You can plot lines right here, right here. Right here, yeah. Okay, so this is the previous Renko. So if you took the buy, you know exactly that if it's going to switch for a sell, this is the price it should go. If it's going for a buy, this is the next zone that we're looking for. Okay, and let's say you're in the buy, you want to expect to take profit. Your take profit will be the next Renko range. Okay, so the next Renko range will be here, here, or here, or here, if it goes long. But if, let's say you're on the sell and you're looking for some price point to take profit, that'll be the next range that you should be looking at. So you're looking at on the left side, you look at the last Renko. So this is the last Renko, this one and this one. Okay, so that'll be the last three zones. Okay, so US3 closed trade, so that means that we switch direction. So let's look at US30. I'd have to look at the US30. Let's see. So you see, you had a buy here for US30. So same example. We look at the range. So the range is from here till here. And eventually in the next, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do a next version here of EMX AI. It will show you the actual range for take profit and stop loss. Okay, but since this is an actual hybrid system, you need to work, right? So you know exactly where the next range is. So meaning, if you're in a buy and you're looking for a take profit zone, your next take profit zone is here. Okay. Your stop loss is right here. If you're in that buy, your stop loss is right here. And the next profit zone is right here. Or it should continue bullish. But if it's reversing on you, this is where the price should reverse. So that means that this is the range that the signal should come in to tell you that we're switching from buy to sell. Okay? From a buy trend to a sell trend. Yeah, so like I said, Leon, more or less it's gonna continue in the same direction. As most of the time it's gonna follow the same direction, but sometimes the move will not be done at the same time. Okay, so that's why I'm only showing you like Nasdaq, US 30, and S&P 500 at the same time. But you have to follow one indice or maximum two indices. More my personal preference would be US 30 and S&P 500. I rarely trade Nasdaq, um, because sometimes you have to look at the spread and the range and the ROI that you could get with Nasdaq. But in my own experience, I noticed that US 30 and S&P 500 is giving you a greater return than Nasdaq. Okay, and US 30 moves a lot more faster than Nasdaq. And you have to, like I said, you have to. You don't need to trade all of them at the same time. Makes no sense. Make sure that you focus on one and follow along with one or two at most. Sorry guys, I'm back. Let's see. So let's look at what's happening. So we have Euro USD close, so that means that the trend change, and SSP 500 buy. So let's look at those two. So SSP 500. So that's what we're looking at before. So we had a buy here. So that means that your stop loss should be here. Okay. Should be this line. And then the next point of interest would be this range for the buy. And this range, this is for if it's going to reverse. This is the line it's going to reverse for a sell. And then if it goes for a sell, the next point of interest will be this range here. Okay. So buy, that will be your next take profit zone will be here. Second one will be here. Third one will be around here. Okay. If it goes higher than where we're at right now. So if you have any other questions, let me know. I'll be on. It's already 11, so should still look at it for the next maybe hour or so, maybe 30 minutes, depending. But that's really the gist of everything. So if you want to know exactly the logic of EMX AI, so the EMX AI is really based off of exponential moving averages with a special entry mechanism that is called the well entry. So basically, it's scanning the lower time frame to give you the actual signals that you're seeing right now on the screen. So that will be the best time to trade, to take the position. And then you will use the Renko to know exactly if the trend is going up or down. And the Renko zones, the previous Renko zones will give us an indication of when the trend should reverse, or it will give you access to know exactly when to put your stop loss and where the next take profit zone should go. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of it here. So let's look at the US 30. So US 30, let's look at US 30 if we had any signals recently. So US 30, we had a buy here at 1045. A buy signal at 1045, still looking bullish here. So that's good. NASDAQ, we had it as a sell. Like I said, most of the time, NASDAQ and US 30 and S&P 500 move the same in the same way, but so right now we had a sell here, so we're waiting for the reversal. So we should expect the reversal of NASDAQ going bullish, because right now S&P 500 and US 30 is bullish. If you can see, bullish. And like I said, sometime NASDAQ will take a little bit more time to reverse and going in the same direction. So if you were in that sell, maybe think of maybe closing out your trade. you could wait until you touch your stop loss, but it never will touch your top bar because you're going to receive a notification saying that the trend will switch. Okay, so when you receive the trend switch notification on your alert, make sure to close out your trade. Okay, so we're not like I said, it's not gonna win all of the trades. Okay, make but you always can use the Renko to use with your own uh, entry plan or your trading plan and follow along. Okay. So with this live that I just did, you should be able to know exactly how to take buys and sells and how to take profit with everything. If you guys have any questions, put it in the chat. So should be still on for the next maybe 15 minutes. No problem, Leon. Hope you liked the session, and hopefully it helped out to clarify a few things in regards to how to look at the Renko bars in conjunction with the signals, and to plot your take profit zones and your stop loss. So that's uh, that's that's pretty good. So tomorrow we'll still do this live session. Yeah, perfect. Great to hear. Great to hear. And like I said, since you have access to the full indicator, you're able to remove the signals and just trade it off of the wrinkles on top of the uh, the candlestick candles and trade the way that you usually trade. So, and like I said, it's not, no one has access, have the setup like this, like to have the Renko on top of the actual market, and visually it's better. And like I said, you're able to change the color in the settings. So if you don't like the color that you're seeing right now, you can change the color. And me personally, I put this color here because of my eye condition. So if it's too bright for you guys, it's okay for me. So hopefully you like the session and you like what you're seeing here. And once again, if you want to have access to the system, make sure to send me an email at dredayfxmanagement@gmail.com. So dredayfxmanagement@gmail.com. And like I said, it will be a limited amount of allotment I'm gonna give. So if you have any friends and family or any traders that wants to have access to this system, let me know. You can contact me on by email or directly on my Telegram if you have access to my Telegram. GP USD buy. So GU buy. Let's look at GU. Let's look at GU. So GU buy. So still buying here. So if we look at, so let's look at GU, okay? So if we look at the last time that we had that range, so I'm gonna, same thing, we're gonna plot a line here, another here, at the top here, perfect, and another horizontal line right here, and another one right here. Okay, so if we look at the current market, that means that if it continue going up, the next range, the next take profit zone will be here. Okay, and your stop loss was already here, but right now, since it's gonna zoom in, boom, boom, boom. So this is the zone. This is the buy zone. So your stop loss should be here, okay? Because this is the zone that is being created here. So your stop loss is here. You had a buy signal. The next take profit zone is here. At the next time, yeah. So the stop loss is here, and first take profit zone is right here. Second take profit zone is right here, and you got another one right here. Okay. Hopefully that's clear for you guys. So let's close this out. So that's GU. Let's look at the EU. So EU, like I said, there was a buy here, stop loss right here. Then so your TP, your next TP zone is here. And that's exactly where the price is right now. Okay. So if you see that, you would make sure that you change your stop loss to here. When the next zone is created here. Okay. So because it may go and reverse from you and start doing a sell. So if it gives you a sell here, you close out your trade. But if it continue going up, make sure you put your stop loss here at almost break even, because the trade was triggered here at around 10:15. So an hour or so ago, and you take your trade. Yeah, so like I said, it will work on any type of market. So if you're trading forex, crypto, indices, commodities, wheat, corn, um, indices, like I said, so in any time frame range, it will work too. So even I know Leon, you love to trade other type of forex pair. It will work on those forex pair too. Let me give you an example. Let me maybe put like a a forex pair that you want me to look at. Anything, and I will show you exactly how everything works. So now there's really no issue of how to trade because price will go in one direction to another and will go on an actual range of price every day 24/7. So let me know which currency pair you want me to look at, or any NDC pair. It could be an exotic pair. It will work too. So we could look at it together, and that will be the last thing that we're gonna look for this session until tomorrow. So I know Leon, you're on. So let me know which currency pair you want me to look at, and we're gonna analyze it based off of the entries, the buy and sell signals, and the Renko bar, and that will be on the 15-minute chart. So Euro JPY. Okay, perfect. So Euro JPY, let's look at it. Euro GBP. So that's perfect. So that way I don't need to change my settings. So you go on Forex and look at the Euro JPY. So Euro JPY, perfect. All right. So let's look at Euro JPY. So Euro JPY, the only modification that you need to put for the signal is that right now the Euro JPY will usually trade and move in the Asian session and the London session. So right now my settings, as you could see right now, I have it on the New York session. So this is the New York session time on for my time zone. So 8 a.m. till 12. And I have the London session right now from 2 a.m. until 6 a.m. So I would have to remove the New York session, okay, and add the Asian session. So let's look at that price here. This is London, and this is New York. Okay, so you're gonna see that those those entries here that you see will be removed based off of the filter. Okay, so let's go back on the settings for the filter, and you're going to see that when I'm going to remove this, those signal will be removed. So this will be removed, and as you can see, no signal. Okay, so we're only going to receive signals here right now from 2 to 6 a.m. So 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. And that's why you see a signal here that was at 4 for a buy. Okay, so now we're going to add the Asian session. So Asian session is from 8 p.m. my time until I put it until 11. Okay, so this is the optimal time to have some good setup. So if we look at the Asian session here, so we're just gonna zoom out so you could see everything here in full. So that was last week. Okay, so we're gonna start from last week range. So that way you're gonna see exactly what happened last week based off of the settings. So we're gonna start on the what was last week? So the 30. Sorry, let's see here. So that was Wednesday 1st, 2nd, Tuesday, Friday, then Sunday, Monday. There you go. So let's look at last week's data. So I'm just gonna put a vertical line so we can know exactly when last week start. So it's gonna start on Sunday, right? So Sunday, it's Sunday my time. So usually the market start at 5 p.m. on Sunday night for me. So this is when the market opens. Okay, so as you can see, on Monday at 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m., we had a buy. Okay, so the buy, I'm gonna plot my line, horizontal line. I'm just putting my line for so we can know exactly where the price went. So okay, so let's zoom in and let's remove the signal there so we can have it full. Perfect. So we had a buy. Okay, so the buy was right here at 3:30. So where do you put your stop loss? So the buy was right here. You put it at the previous Renko open. So that'll be here. Okay. So if you're here, your next TP zone is right here. So you have it here. You have it here. So if we look on the left side, okay, left side, if you see touch here, went here. So the next time that the price was at that high was when? Maybe you're not gonna see it because it's too far. Yeah, it's too far. So that's the that's the oh, here you go. So if we look at what we have as an information, is that the last time, if we remove this one, if we remove this line, I'm just going to remove this line. This is the last time that we had a price. Basically, it's called price discovery. Okay, so this is the last time that the price went in that zone in the past. Okay, so that'll be the first line that you have, and then when you're gonna have, when the price will go up and it's gonna create another Renko, you're gonna see the zone that will be created. So automatically you just have to plot your line at the top of that Renko. Okay, and then you would have to wait until you receive the signal. So if I open my signal, so you're going to receive a signal here, the one that is called close trade. This is the signal for the Renko trend switch. Okay, so the next time that you're gonna get out of the trade will be when the trend will change. So when did the trend change? The trend changed right here. Right here. It's gonna zoom in so you can see. So right here, this is the time that the trend changed. So that means that you would be in the trade from this price right here until here. So from Monday 3:30 a.m. until that is Tuesday 5:30 a.m. So almost a day you will be in that trade. Okay, so same thing, and within that time you had another buy signal at 2:30, and this one would have closed in more or less in a loss, really tight loss. You have basically two of them here in a tight loss. Okay, but it doesn't matter because in the amount of volume of signal you're going to receive, most of the time you're going to be in the green. Okay, same thing here. You had a buy at 9:15, so that's my time in Eastern Standard Time. So 9:15, so more or less at the beginning of Asian sessions, you had a buy that was on Tuesday. A buy on Tuesday, and same principle. You put your stop loss at the previous Renko open, so that'll be this one. So I'm just going to move so that will be this one right here, and then you wait until the market switch color. So you'll be in that trade here at 9:15 on Tuesday. And when was the next time that the price changed? It changed only on Thursday at 2:30 in the morning. At 2:30 in 2:30 in the afternoon. So for 2 days you would be in that trade, and between that time you had another buy, another one. So you had 3 buys. You would have closed your entries right here. Okay, so overall you would be in 3 trades in the one direction. maybe no, four trades. You had 3 buys here and 1 buy right here. And basically within those four buys, maybe 1 or 2 of them will be in a loss or break even, but you will be overall in the green. Right now here, that was Tuesday, Thursday. So you had 4 cells, then it switched here. Doesn't matter. Close it out. Then you have 2 buys, close it out. It depends exactly on when you trade. But if like I said, you could remove the signals in full. So how to remove the signal? You remove those 2. Okay? And that will remove the full signal, and you just trade the trend. Okay? And you trade it off of your own trading plan. Okay? So that's pretty much it for Euro JPY. So let me put it back on Euro USD. Oops. Oops. So Euro USD, bam. Okay, and then we're gonna reopen the settings the way it was. So we had those 2 open. Boom. There we go. Because usually Euro USD, I like it. I like to trade it on the London session. So if you put only London session, you just wait for your entry to trigger, and then you take the trade. Like for example, you had 2 cells here. It was at around at 3:45 last Tuesday. So we had 2 cells. You would have closed the trade here. That will be on Wednesday. So SSP 500. So US 30, we had a close. So trend change. So that means that it switched from sell to buy. If I remember, let's look at it. Exactly. So it's confirming you that it's switching from sell to buy. So that means that you're closing out of your trade. We're looking for longs right now. So if you were in that sell, you had the option to remove yourself from sell here, or you wait until you receive the notification, and you just receive the notification for buy. So that means that we will have that range here for a buy going long. Okay. There's is last signal on 13th Monday, so stop loss shouldn't should be placed. That's for let's see here. Are you talking about the 1616358? That's Euro JPY. Is that the one you're talking about, Leon? Let me go back on Euro JPY. Okay, let me go back on Euro JPY. And I'm gonna put it back the way it was. So here and here. Yeah, so let me go back. Suggestion for yeah, yeah, it's you have to understand it's only for my own because of my eye situation. That's why I put it as a vivid color because I'm not seeing well. So since you have access to the indicator, you could switch the colors the way that you want. So I know it's really bright for everyone, but for me it's really good. So yeah, Euro JPY. You said there was a last signal on 13 Monday, so stop loss should be placed at level 161,358 161,358 on Monday. 161,358. Let's see. So let's plot our lines. So okay, I'm just gonna put the three lines here. Okay, so 161,358. Are you talking about this buy, Leon? This one should be the one that you have, or this one. There was a buy here too. Because if you're taking those two buys, if it was those two buys, your stop loss should be here on this line. So that will be at 161,996, and you would be out of the trade right here at 162,1 160. Okay, so this is when the price switch. So and when the signal came in. So if we go on, unfortunately, I don't have the signal for this one because I didn't have Euro GPY on my signal list. But this is when you receive the notification that the trend switch. You'll be out of the trade, but your stop loss should be here. Should be at that zone here. You only have one buy signal. Okay, it depends exactly on your the filter that you put in for your time. So it depends exactly on when you put your filter on your time. So when I said the filter, this is this section here. So the time based on your UTC time for your trading view, it may not be the same time as me because Euro JPY, like I said, you should be traded between London and London and the Asian and London. But depending exactly on what time that you put in that, uh, it may be different. But like I said, if you have a buy here, your stop loss should be the previous Renko open. So the open of that Renko range is this line. Okay. So regardless of your entry, it should be the previous Renko open always. Okay. And the your take profit is the next zone in the pass. Okay. So when you plot your stop loss here, you should be able to put another line here on the previous Renko, then another line at the top of that Renko that you're trading on, and then the next Renko up. You should look at the pass if there's any information, any data of the previous Renko pass. No problem. Yeah, because it may differ for the entries because of the time that you put in on the settings. So this is the time that I put for my own settings, but you could put any time that you like. You could do, like, for example, you could put let's say from I remove this and I change from my 8 to 11, and I put it from 8 until, I don't know if it's gonna work, 8 until 6. There you go. So you could put it in a full range from 8 a.m. 8 p.m. until 6 in the morning. So you could do it like this. So it depends exactly on your own settings here. Okay. I'm just going to switch it back. Put it until 11. Because me, I put it in those time frame because of volume. This is where you have the most volume, and you're gonna see that the candlesticks has less wicks between those times. That's a good indication that there's more volume, because the price, the thickness of the candlesticks are bigger and more full. That means that there's a lot of buyers and sellers in one candle. So that's a good indication that the price is moving a lot. Okay, signal is out the zone, so it will not be considered. Signal is out the zone. Yeah, what do you mean the signal is out of the zone? It will not be considered for place order. It depends. Me, my train of thought is that if there's not there's really a specific time that the market moves a lot. Okay, so this is when you should be in the market trading against the other traders, any other institution, because this is where the money flows the most. So to be able to take a trade or to take a profit is to have liquidity in the market, right? So you should focus on getting in and out of the market when the liquidity is high. So that's why I put those time. So you could do a research online to see exactly, let's say, for example, real Euro JPY. When is the best time to trade Euro JPY based off of high liquidity demand, and it's going to give you the time when, in average, there's the most liquidity in the market, and this is when you should open your signals to be filtered on, or this is when you should trade on your own, using your own plan, your trading plan, and use the Renko bars to give you an actual indication of where the market is going. So if it's trading up or trading down. So like I said, it depends exactly on what time you put in on your settings to get the signals, the entry signals of the well entry that I have for your signals, to have a better optimization of the entries overall. Is there any other pairs or that you want to look at? So let me know. We're just gonna minimize this one and look at other market. Let's look at NASDAQ, where it's at right now. So NASDAQ, we had the close trade, so it's bullish right now. Let's look at S&P 500. S&P 500, as you could see, S&P 500, we had another buy, S&P 500. Yeah, we had another buy at 11. Let's see. So at 11 we had a buy, and then trying to see clearly here. Yeah, it's still going up here, okay? So if you were in that buy here, and the buy right here, that'll be your first TP zone. So it's going on the next TP zone here. And how to look at the next TP zone? You need to plot your lines between the Renko range and give you the TP here. Let's look at the US 30. So US 30 still looking bullish. So if we look at the US 30, plot my lines. And if you look, this is the Renko bar range. So if we go on the left side, we should see the last time that the price went in that range. As you can see, it's right here. Right? So the next range, so you can always already plot your lines to see exactly where we should expect the price to go. So if you look at right here, so that's the next range. I'm just going to plot my lines until the top of this Renko, the last swing here, and here. Okay, so if we go back, boom. So this is the range we should expect the price to go. Okay, so if it's going to continue up, this is the next prices that US 30 should go until the next reversal. The next time that the price will reverse in the downside, we should get out of the trade. But if it's not giving you any indication that the price is switching from an uptrend to a downtrend, you're keeping your trade open. You know that there's price; those are the price point of interest in the upside. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Biggest volume zone. This is where you should be trading always. Okay. You don't want to take a trade and you're in consolidation. Okay, so consolidation is here. This is consolidation zone, and as you can see, when did the consolidation zone started? It's near the end of the session. So if you look at here, the zone here was, it started at 2:15, and usually around 3:30 New York session, 3:30 p.m. New York session. This is where there's less and less volume in the market. So from here till here, as you can see, on Friday, it was flat. Okay, it was flat because there was not a lot of movement. There was some movement, but not a lot. But when it broke out of that range from here to here, this is where you had an expansion in price, and we were expecting to go in that zone. Okay, so that's why it went higher than in that zone here. Okay. And if you trading smart money concept or anything like that, you're gonna see that the Renko bar follow the concept too. Okay, and it will help you out on plotting your lines, and plotting your zones to know where to take profit and take and put your stop loss. And like I said, me personally, I take my trade and I get out when the price reverse. So the Renko bar reverse, and where I get a signal that says close trade, this is when I close my trade. That's why I put close trade on the signals. If you look on the right side, you're gonna see close trade. So close trade means that the market is switching from one direction to another. Okay, so if we go on US 30, let's zoom in. Just gonna zoom in here. Oops. Perfect. So as you can see, let's say you took a trade here on a buy. Let's say you took a trade right here. Basically, you had a buy here, right? Or that was on the SSP part. Anyways, so if let's say you took a trade right here, you would be still be in the trade. You would have hit your basically your second TP, and I would still be in the trade because it never reversed. I never received a signal saying that it's going to reverse. Yeah, exactly. That's why before I was doing it, imagine I was doing it manually, so it's really difficult to see, especially on two different charts. But when you have everything combined, it's clearer to understand and to get your levels plotted. Okay, and for sure it's going to help you out on your overall trading, especially if you're trading your own type of trading plan. If you're trading technical, or if you're trading only fundamental, you're only a fundamental type of trader like me. Me, I don't look at the of concept or ICT or anything like that. It sometimes it's helped you out because you know exactly that, okay, I'm expecting to go in that region, and if you see that the Renko was in that region and it was setting off, you know that the price will go in the same direction in that region specifically. So So it's going to help you out overall. And like I said, if you look at the previous Renkos, like I plotted here, this is the last time that the price went there. Okay, those are ranges. So you know that we should expect to have the price go there. And if I go back, as you could see, the lines that I put in are aligned with the previous Renkos, all of them, all of them. You see, same range. It's doing the same thing every day. Okay, so it should be an aha moment for you guys by looking at what you're seeing right now. Okay, you see here, this is the same line that I put previously. Here, same, the same thing. Now I'm at that was when? That was in June. You see, in June 15th of June 2023, the price went in the same region as what we're at right now. So that was a previous top. So that was in May. Still going. But you look at that. That was in February of this year. Here, January of this year. So since we're looking at a 15-minute chart, it's not going to go far further than that, but you get the gist of it. So for sure, those price are high probability price point that the price will go at 100%. At 100%. Yeah, exactly. So I'm really proud of what we were able to do so far. Like I said, there will be some additional updates that will be done in the following weeks. I don't know exactly when specifically, but the actual changes will be to add the Renko bar zone profit target. So that way you don't need to plot them manually. It's going to be done automatically based off of the Renko bar range. Okay. So you would have the option to put. I think you're going to have the option to put maybe three minimum take profit zone. For example, if you have a buy, let's go on an actual chart that has a signal to show you guys. Let's go on Do I have the Euro JPY still open? Yes. Okay. So let's look at classes. Let's see. Let's put the everything and this. Perfect. Let me give you like a good example. Okay. Let me crunch that down. Example. Okay. Let's say you were in that trade. Okay. You had a buy here. Okay. So the buy, you would be entering the buy right here. Let's put a vertical line. So that's the buy. Automatically, it will show you your stop loss. So your stop loss will be here. And now your take profit zone, if we look at here, it will be the next three zones. So if we plot our line at the start of this Renko, we're going to go on the left and we're going to plot our lines. Okay. But automatically the system will do it for you. Okay. So let's go on the right side. Let's see if the price ever went in that region before. Okay. As we did on US S&P 500, it was, let's look to see if we have any zones. If not, that's okay. We're gonna use the Renkos that were created. So now we're April. Let's see if the price never went there in the last year. So now we're in February. I don't think it never went there. January, no. Okay. So for this example, we're just gonna go back here. So that means that in the last year, this is the highest point that the Euro JPY went. Okay. So automatically with the next update, it will plot you the lines of the next zone. Okay. But you can still do it manually. So the next zone is right here. Then you put another one. More or less here. Then you put another one. More or less here. Okay. So that means that the first TP would be roughly here. Then the next one will be here. And the third one will be here. Okay. So by doing that, you could automatically calculate the amount of pips that you should expect to get with that move. Okay. Or when it's going to reverse on you, it will reverse on you regardless, right? And when it's going to reverse, it's going to be before it's going to take out your stop loss. Okay. So for example, for this trade, if you took the buy and it went from here to here, that will be basically your first TP will be here, right? First TP will be the top of that zone. Okay, so you can always calculate, okay, if I get in on that trade, this is what I'm expecting to get, but I'm expecting to get out here because my stop loss would be here, right? On this line. This line will be my stop loss zone. But if I get a signal that is going to reverse, I get out of the trade and get on with my day. Okay. So that will be what that will be maybe the final thing that needs to be adjusted here according to a signal. Yeah, exactly. According to a signal, it's a better interface according to the signal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, it's 12. Yeah, it's already 12. Yeah, dang. Okay, so let's close it out right now. So it was a really good for a session here, especially for to explain you exactly how everything works. And tomorrow we'll continue with the live session as we do always. So 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, we will start our live session, and we're just gonna repeat the same process that we did today, and see exactly where the price is going and everything like that, based off of the Renko settings. And if you have any questions, make sure to put it in the chat, and make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. So every weekdays, when time permits, and if I don't have any doctor's appointment, we will do live sessions here with EMX AI. This is my own customized indicator here that gives you a trend indication with Renko Bars, and signals here to enter the trade and everything like that. So make sure to be there tomorrow, 9:30, around 9:15, 9:30. I'll be on, and make sure to put your notification on to give you the notification that I am live. So currently I'm a small channel, so make sure to put it on notification on so you don't miss the next live here. Okay. So that being said, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day or evening, and we'll talk tomorrow. Peace. Have a great one, guys.